All 4 engines died at 37,000 feet, and the captain's announcement became the calmest statement in aviation history. June 24, 1982. 7 miles above the Indian Ocean. British Airways Flight 9, a Boeing 747 carrying 263 souls, was cruising peacefully through the night when something impossible began. First, the crew noticed St. Elmo's fire. An eerie blue glow crackling across the cockpit windows like electricity dancing on glass. Then shimmering sparks appeared along the wings, as if the aircraft were trailing fire through darkness. Captain Eric Moody and his crew had thousands of flying hours between them. They'd seen unusual weather. They'd handled emergencies. But they'd never seen anything like this. Then came the alarm they dreaded most. Engine 4 had failed. Before they could process it, Engine 2 quit. Then Engine 1. Then Engine 3. In less than 90 seconds, all 4 engines had stopped. Complete silence. At 7 miles above the ocean, a commercial jet losing 1 engine is manageable. Losing 2 is a serious emergency. Losing 3 is catastrophic. Losing all 4. That's not supposed to happen. Ever. Yet here was Captain Moody, flying a 300-ton glider with 263 people aboard, no engines, no power, and no idea why. The 747 was descending, losing altitude at an alarming rate. Below them, the dark Indian Ocean and the mountainous Indonesian coastline. They had minutes to figure out what happened and somehow restart the engines. In the cabin, passengers saw strange sparks outside their windows. Oxygen masks dropped. Thick, acrid smoke filled the air, smelling like sulfur. People began writing farewell notes. Then Captain Moody's voice came over the intercom with what would become one of the most famous announcements in aviation history. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We have a small problem. All 4 engines have stopped. We are doing our damnedest to get them going again. I trust you are not in too much distress. A small problem. All 4 engines stopped. 7 miles in the sky. That's not just British understatement. That's leadership, keeping 263 people calm while facing catastrophe. While facing catastrophe. In the cockpit, controlled chaos. Senior First Officer Roger Greaves' oxygen mask had broken, leaving him gasping in the thin air. Moody immediately descended, trading precious altitude for breathable air. Flight engineer Barry Townley Freeman worked frantically through engine restart procedures while First Officer Barry Fremantle handled communications with Jakarta. They tried restarting the engines. Nothing. Again. Nothing. 10 attempts. 12. 15. Each failure meant less altitude. Less time. Less sky. The aircraft descended through 15,000 feet. Then 14,000. Then 13,000. Below them, somewhere in darkness, were Java's mountains. They were running out of options. At 13,500 feet with terrain looming, Engine 4 suddenly coughed, sputtered, and roared back to life. Then Engine 3. Then Engine 1. Finally, Engine 2. All 4 engines dead for 13 minutes and 13,000 feet of descent had somehow restarted. They had power. They had control. But they still weren't safe. Whatever had killed the engines had also destroyed the windscreen. The windows were opaque, sandblasted to translucence by millions of tiny particles traveling at 500 mph. Captain Moody could barely see through them. They had to land this crippled aircraft, essentially flying blind. They used side windows for glimpses, relied on instruments, followed radio guidance from Jakarta, trusting voices from the ground. And somehow, impossibly, Captain Moody brought the battered 747 down safely at Jakarta's Halim Perdanakusuma Airport. Not a single person died. All 263 passengers and crew walked away.